Hello, everyone. Deb here. I am here for 2026's Crack the Vault. This is a collaboration that is hosted by Poetspice, and there are quite a few of us participating this year that will be listed in the description box below. So please go check out Poetspice, our host, and everyone else that's participating. There's a lot of talented creators in this collaboration, so I hope you give them a visit. All right. My main thing I made two cards, first of all, and I have two. The first card, I'll use this. I'll show you the second one when we get to it. And I had this idea that I was gonna do this one with a heart instead, but I ended up using the circles, and I'll show you why. Um, and I had never used this before. I had four different card dies. The only thing is, you have to have wide cards. Now these inner pieces, they all go on a 5x7. I think they're a little too big for an A2 card. So, but they'll go on a 5x7. But this is about 6 inches. Now the strips you can use on a 5x7 because you can turn them long, which is what I did, and you'll see. And I have leftovers, so I'm going to be creating some non-diagrammed cards in the future. Okay, so this I had used, but I haven't stamped in a while, and I had not used the Sending Love. This was from Simon Says Stamp Picnic Floral Sentiment, so probably a summertime special or something. I don't know if it has 2022 on here, which may be when I got it. I don't know. So yeah, anyway. And I used, to start with, I used card bases. For this one, I used black. These were from Hobby Lobby. And when you get these, check them because I actually had to trim the back off a little bit. Or you can leave it like that, but make sure your front, like make sure you don't have it this way because it just doesn't look as nice. Um, but I prefer them to be even, so I had to trim it a little bit. So just check your cards before you start laying stuff down. I had this loose paper in my stash, and I honestly, it was Paper Studio. So I don't know when I bought this. It says 2008 on it, but I didn't start paper crafting, and it's just called Red Roses. But I thought that went well with the black background. And then this also was loose. I don't know what that came out of actually, but it was in my bin for Valentine's Day. And then I needed some other background paper, so I used this black and white dots. There was only one left of a couple, so I don't think, oh, I have a strip of it here that I had cut out, two strips left. So I did use this for the die, or for part of the die. So let me show you the card. First card, here it is. I didn't add any jemmies yet. I have an envelope out too because it came in the box. I did bring in some black foil paper, and that was from Stampin' Up years ago, probably around a Halloween time, because that's when they tend to sell it. I think I will put either some red or some black shiny jemmies on here, maybe black to go with the black foil. So no sentiment on the front. This cardstock I showed you is the one, I don't know where that came from, that little piece of red. That's this. There was like a full sheet almost of this in my bin. Maybe it was in the Hobby Lobby too. I don't know. It's thinner than Stampin' Up, so I know it's not that, and they don't have that color. And there's the black foil. So anyway, that's what I did, and this has dimensionals under it. These are all the stitched inner pieces. Well, this is the background piece. When you first cut the die, you get these larger pieces. You don't actually get a frame on this one. You get these larger pieces, and then there's two other dies that cut the inner pieces. Took me a minute to figure it all out, but anyway. And then this was one of the longer or wider strips, but there's two thinner ones left too. And then inside, I just stamped that Sending Love, and that I used Stampin' Up's Real Red ink. And I don't know. I was looking through my stickers because I was kind of hoping I had a red rose sticker from Dollar Tree or something. No, I don't. I've seen people use all these pretty flowers from Dollar Tree, and I have flowers, but they're not the beautiful ones. Most of them are not the beautiful ones I'm seeing. Anyway, that's card number one. I want to kind of keep this shorter. So the second card, I used another Pink and Main. I used a red card base from Hobby Lobby. I think these were from around Christmas time. And I have envelopes here. I'll just stick that over here. Here's the Pink and Main. I think I tore the wrapper on this, but I had it numbered as well. Oh, here. Is this it? No. Anyway, this paper that the paper that I use, I did use the squares. I die cut it twice out of two different papers. I used these hearts. I used the little one twice. And I used this piece here with one of the papers. And I was going for this kind of look. Okay. And I went with this paper. I used the stripes and this heart, this stripe and this heart to die cut it out twice. And then also in this pack, I had a scrap of this pink, and I actually die cut the little one. I had to do it over because this little guy decided to go to the abyss on my floor, and then I found it later, but I die cut another one because I was in a hurry. So anyway, and for the sentiment, I used pink Happy Valentine's Day out of this pack from Stampin' Up called Celebrate Love Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. And honestly, I didn't even know these hearts were in there till I pulled everything out and was looking through to get a sentiment. I thought it was all sentiments. And I also used this Spellbinders Piled Hearts Embossing Folder of the Month from December 2023. I did belong to their club. I don't know. I might have used that before, but it's been a long time. All right, so let me put these out of the way. And this is the card. So I used, oh, I brought in a piece of white card stock. Actually, I think that was Michael sells 5x7 card fronts. It's just a pack of, they call them flat cards. And I used that. So I used the stripe panel. And then I used a stripe here and two of the heart papers here. And this one I decided to leave blank because there's that beautiful heart showing through. And I thought about, I should have maybe brushed it, but I kind of like the stark white in the background on this. And then these hearts are bumped up too, and this one. And this was one of the pieces that cut out, the little banner, and this was the punch of the ephemera from Stampin' Up. So that is card number two. So a totally different cards, right? Where did I put the first one? Oh my goodness. Oh, here it is. There we go. And we need an envelope for card number two. So here it is. So they're 5x7. I didn't put anything on the inside. I didn't realize this wasn't going to be white when I first did it because this one was white inside. I think they were out of two separate Hobby Lobby packs. This one was out of a Christmas pack, but it's kind of a dull red to me instead of a brighter red. Yeah, I don't know. I and these are kind of that same color too, so I thought it was okay. But I will put another one of these card panels on the inside, and I maybe will stamp a heart or two in there, but I don't know if I'll put any other sentiment inside. I may just write in it because it already says Happy Valentine's Day. That is those are my cards for Crack the Vault this time, and I will let you go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day and encourage you to pull out your stash. crack the vault and use things you haven't used or haven't used 6 months or more. That's the idea behind this collab. Okay? Take care. Have a wonderful day. Hugs, love, and peace.